Hey everybody, and welcome. Thanks for joining me again. This is kind of like a hangout channel. Just come and hang out. We're going to go through a couple of videos. Sometimes we just go through one. Sometimes we go through a couple, but this is one I really wanted to bring to everybody because we're getting into summer. June is here, and we're going to be out in the wilderness, out in the woods, walking through the grass. And I'm originally from New Jersey, and we've dealt with these ticks, Lyme disease, and it gives you a bunch of neurological problems. And you can't even walk through the woods. It's nuts. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up, and we'll watch this one and learn a little. I don't want everyone to be totally scared, but it helps to be warned. And we're going to talk about this alpha-gal syndrome and what you can get from these ticks. And you can't eat meat. You can't meat. How horrible is that? Like, it's 95% of my diet is meat and fat. Let's check this out.
This morning, a New Jersey man is the first known person to die after a tick bite triggered a severe meat allergy.
This is really something that, people should be aware of and physicians should be aware of.
The 47-year-old went camping with his family in 2024 and got violently ill after eating a steak. He recovered, but 2 weeks later, he ate a hamburger and again got very sick, then died. The autopsy said his death was unexplained. Then his wife had his blood tested at the University of Virginia, where researchers determined he had an allergy called alpha-gal.
My God, the dude died from a tick bite. Oh man, that is just horrible. That is just alpha-gal syndrome. That's just all right. Let's listen to this some more. This is just awful.
Syndrome caused by the bite of the Lone Star tick.
What happens is people develop a hypersensitivity or an allergy to this carbohydrate that is found in animal meat. And what triggers this hypersensitivity or this allergy, so to speak, is a bite from the Lone Star tick.
Lone Star ticks are mainly found in the Northeast, South, and Midwest. They have a white dot or Lone Star on their back.
That is, let's look at that again so you know what you're getting if you're picking one of these off. Looks like a normal tick, except it's got that white dot on the back. And just talking about this now, I'm remembering a tick incident with me. I was in Oklahoma. I just moved to Oklahoma, and I was walking with my girlfriend. We went, let's go to the woods. Let's go to the lake. Let's explore. I love the woods. I love walking through the woods. So we go walking through the woods, and we get back. Oh, no, it was great. We saw a gar in the lake. Look that up. It looked like a crazy alligator. It's prehistoric looking. But I digress. We get back home, and I'm gonna go take a shower. And I look in the mirror. I see something, and then I look down into my male midsection down here, and on my, let's say, undercarriage, I saw little black dots. It looked like I had midsection measles or something. Little tiny black dots. I'm like, what is that? I get my glasses, and I look down. There's like 12 ticks on my male undercarriage area. I freaked out. I'm like, what the heck is this? I was so upset about that because I was from New Jersey, and I was like, Lyme disease, and there's all kinds of diseases you can get from ticks. And we picked those off, and I would just watch myself for the next month or so to see if anything came up or what. But I talked to my girlfriend. I'm like, why didn't you warn me that there's just like, well, there's ticks. I don't know. It wasn't her fault, but I could have gotten bitten by one of these, and something like this could have happened. I mean, it's nuts. People in my family have had Lyme disease, and it's terrible. And it seems like it's with you your whole life. So, well, I don't know. I'm not so excited about going running through the woods. Let's see what we got here.
Tick populations in general have been on the rise and are spreading to more of the U.S.
Great.
One factor, climate change, including milder winters. As for alpha-gal syndrome, doctors say it is treatable.
Prevention is key. If you're out in wooded areas where Lone Star ticks are prevalent, it's really important to wear long sleeves, long pants, tick repellent. Prevention really is the best medicine here.
Yeah, like I got to wear a hazmat suit to go, walking through the woods with my family because of the. So I've been watching reports on this, and it's used to be in Virginia and used to be here. Now it's all over. Yeah, animals don't stop at the border. They go from city to city, from town to town. They migrate. They fly. A little mouse went 2 acres over to the left and hopped on a cow and brushed up against a deer, and it just goes on and on and on. So just a little quick heads up. Another thing to be scared about. It's horrible, man. But yeah, when I was a kid, my parents would, after we got done playing, at the end of the day, they'd line us up and check through our hair and give a quick look for ticks because they'd be hiding there, and they'd pop them out. And if you got animals, a cat is running through the woods, they're just loaded with ticks. In New Jersey, my brother had some outdoor cats, and they come up for a pet to be pet, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, Mr. Cat, but I can't pet you. You're just loaded with ticks, and they're just spreading everywhere. Yeah, there's no upside to this. The upside is my crazy thumbnail in the beginning. How did you like that? I had fun creating that. Yes, it's a dramatization. They really, I don't think they have teeth. I think they do have teeth. Maybe when you get them under a microscope, that's what they look like. But that's my dramatization. So if you're new to the channel, this is just the third video. I hope I'm doing okay. Let me know in the comments if you're liking what you're seeing and if there's anything you want to see videos on. Again, this is kind of just a hangout channel. We're just going to hang out and talk, and I'm going to go through comments and stuff. Hey, let's go through some comments on this. Let's see what we got. It kind of reminds me. Let's see what people are saying. Probably bioengineered by the ruling class to get us to stop eating meat. Do you know, I'm basically carnivore diet. I eat mostly meat and fat. But I heard during feudal times that when there was uprising, the serfs tried to uprise and get more rights, the feudal lords would remove their meat and just make them eat bread and carbohydrates, and it weakened them. That's what I heard. So yeah, I don't know. Bioengineered. That's tough. So rare that me and all three of my children have it. And at least one of my friends that live back home in California. Jeez, that's terrible. I have alpha-gal and it's hell. BS. They know what they're doing. They are killing us on purpose for the stop consuming meat agenda. A lot of expletives in this one. I guess you can see that. But that's a theory. I have alpha-gal and it really screwed up with my life. But I can't help to think the timeline between this and the jab somehow proved me wrong. I really have no idea. But we have to ask these questions. Red meats such as beef and venison cause reactions to this. As time goes by, it may evolve to include all meats and jump in that realm of possibility. I'm not a doctor, but I saw reports that you could still eat fish and chicken. I eat fish, but not a lot. Chicken, I kind of lost my taste for after just eating red meat for so long. But yikes. That's all I got to say.